Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another episode of Dissecting the Macabre. Today we're going to be talking about Heathers. Really quick though, before I get into that, I want to say a quick thank you to my creepy patron peeps for your support of my channel. Thank you so much. If you want to find out the perks to being a patron of mine, you can follow that link in the description box. In Heathers, in order to get out of the snobby clique that is destroying her good girl reputation, an intelligent teen teams up with a dark sociopath in a plot to kill the cool kids. I figured I would talk about Heathers, one, because the TV show has premiered. I think it's come out already. And this month marks the 30th anniversary of the movie. It came out on March 31st, so I'm a little bit early, but you know, it's like a birthday month, you know, we can celebrate all month. All right, so the filming of Heathers took place over just a pretty quick 32 days. So the screenwriter, Daniel Waters, actually wanted Stanley Kubrick to direct this. That was his first choice to direct his screenplay. The opening cafeteria scene of Heathers was actually an homage to the opening barracks scene of Full Metal Jacket, directed by Stanley Kubrick. As far as casting goes, this movie could have ended up way different, I feel like, in terms of the cast. Many actors turned down offers to be in this movie because of the dark subject matter. Some of the actors in the running before we got our final cast were Jennifer Connelly as Veronica, Brad Pitt as JD, and they ultimately ended up not going as Brad Pitt because he looked too nice for the role, which, you know, in retrospect, I think was a good decision. And Heather Graham was optioned for Heather #1, but ultimately her mom at the time would not let her take the role because of the dark subject matter. And then Winona Ryder, who ended up playing Veronica, was 16 years old at the time, and she approached Waters about doing the role, and that's how she got it. So way to go. Definitely an iconic role. So it's hard to imagine anybody but Winona Ryder as Veronica in this movie. As far as themes go, I mean, there's not a whole lot. Like, I feel like this movie lays it all out on the table. I feel like it makes its opinions really known. Like, obviously it has a whole lot to do with kind of like the high school dynamic and the cool kids, the popular clique who are, you know, are always bullies in these movies anyway. I feel like it also kind of plays on the idea that when you're in high school, you feel like high school is like the end all be all. Like, it is everything. Like, everything you do in high school, everyone you're friends with in high school, is gonna affect the rest of your life. And I always get that feeling from the movie. Like, everyone, all the characters are just taking everything so seriously. Like, I don't know, like, I always get that feeling. And then we have like JD, who comes in, who kind of has like an outside perspective because he's moved around from school to school. Speaking of JD, I also like the play on kind of like the bad boy trope with him, because normally in movies like this where you have like this bad boy, this mysterious boy, this dark horse, if you will, it's like they're dark and mysterious, but they're never really like as tough or bad as they seem to be. Like, underneath the hard exterior, there's always, you know, like a super nice guy or whatever. And I like how they kind of play on this expectation in Heathers, and it's like, no, he is a bad guy. He's actually a sociopath. In terms of reception, it's really kind of odd. It was fairly unsuccessful at the box office, even though critics at the time were almost unanimous on the good reviews. And the movie developed a cult following only after it had been released on VHS and then obviously DVD and everything down the line. As a cult classic, it has lived on. I always feel like this is the movie I think of when I'm trying to define a cult classic to somebody. And I think it does it really well, because I feel like there's different classes of cult classics now. Do you know what I mean? Like, Rocky Horror Picture Show is a cult classic, but I feel like more people know about it. And Heathers is also a cult classic, but not actually many people like that aren't big movie buffs, or maybe aren't like horror movie buffs. And even though this isn't really a horror movie per se, if you aren't like a big film buff or something like that, you might not know what Heathers is. It was adapted into a musical in 2010 actually, and did like the off-Broadway kind of circuit, I guess. And it was closed, the show was closed in 2014. And then obviously most recently, it's been adapted into a television series, which has not been doing well. If you want to celebrate the anniversary of Heathers this month, you can watch it either on Amazon Video. I'll leave a link, an affiliate link, I'm sorry, to that in the description box. It's also available on Netflix too. If you have a Netflix account, you can watch it there. If you've seen Heathers, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. And let me know about the first time you saw it. Like, I feel like it took me a couple of watches to really appreciate the movie. I don't think I got it the first time I saw it. Let me know, you know, if you're a fan of the movie, let me know your favorite Winona quote from the movie, because she has a lot of really good lines in the movie. My favorite is,
"Lick it up, baby, lick it up."
Love that line. As always, you can find me at all the normal social media places. The links for those are in the description box. You can also find me on my blog at nightmaremaven.com. On there right now, obviously I'm continuing my discussion on Heathers, but instead of doing like an analysis or something, I'm gonna do something a little bit different and kind of compare the movie and the television show. I'm gonna go watch the pilot, compare. I already had strong feelings about it just from seeing the trailer, so I'm gonna kind of write a very opinionated piece on where I think the TV show is going wrong. You can also find me on morbidlybeautiful.com as a contributing writer, and on their YouTube channel as a contributing host, I guess you would call it. And finally, you can find me at patreon.com/nightmaremaven if you want to check that out and support the channel. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and become a creepy peep today. I post videos Monday through Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye.